Rishikesh. If you have ever googled spiritual India, this is probably what came up. It's called the yoga capital of the world and it's sitting right where the Ganges river comes down from the Himalayas. Thousands of people come here every year to meditate, do yoga, teacher trainings and to find something. So I came here to see it for myself. My girlfriend and I planned 2.5 weeks in India. We split the trip into 3 parts. First, Rishikesh in the north. Then I'll go solo on a motorbike into the Himalayas. And then we'll head south together to visit the temples. This video is about the first part, our week in Rishikesh. The first thing that hits you is everything. The noise, the colors, the traffic, the cows on the road. India doesn't ease you in. It just kinda throws everything at you at once. Rishikesh is supposed to be a city of calm, but honestly, to me, it still felt kinda a lot. I had troubles finding the inner peace that was promised inside of me, and I had to try hard to let go and just enjoy the experience. One of the first things I did was rent a motorbike. I love exploring new countries on 2 wheels. Actually, the first time I have ever rode a motorbike was in India, I think in the year like 2018. And yeah, I didn't have a driving license. But after that, I tried to ride a motorbike in Vietnam, where I spent like 2 weeks riding the mountains in the north, and that motivated me to make a driving license for motorbike later back in my country. There's something about being on a bike that forces you to be present. You can't check your phone, you can't zone out, you feel the temperature, you feel the environment differently. It's just you, the road, and whatever show up next. In a Rishikesh that meant dodging cows, tuk-tuks and also holes in the road. On our first day we just explored together. We walked around, we got lost in the markets, did some shopping and I had to buy some winter clothes as well because Rishikesh was very cold on its own when the sun was not shining. And I'm going to the mountains later. We were really excited with the shopping because both me and my girlfriend we follow the tradition of Kashmir Shaivism, which is based on the Hindu tradition. And here in Rishikesh they have a lot of things to buy, like statues, books, mala beads, some kind of trinkets, pictures, anything that you could imagine. What was a surprise for me was that all the products that are sold here are very good quality. After the first day we have separated with my girlfriend as she was here to do her own retreat, so after that for the rest of the week it was just me. To spend time alone in a place like this can be a little challenging. It's just you and whatever India throws at you. The moment I started to feel more ease was actually not in Rishikesh itself. It was about 25 kilometers outside the city in a cave. There is a cave near Rishikesh called Vashishta Cave. According to Hindu tradition, this is where the sage Vashishta, one of the most important figures in Indian spiritual history, meditated thousands of years ago. It's small and quiet and you could drive past it and not even notice. Inside it's different. I don't mean that in some mystical way, I mean it literally. The energy shifts. Rishikesh is loud, busy, overwhelming. But in this cave, everything just stops. I sat down, I closed my eyes, and within maybe a minute I was in one of the deepest meditations I've had in a long time. But most importantly, what felt really good for me was the feeling of calm. Really, in Rishikesh, I felt intense. I felt chaos. But here, I felt calm, and I felt the inner peace. So it was a great contrast. Outside, it was chaos. Inside this tiny cave, complete stillness. And I thought that that's kind of what meditation does anyway. Like, you are not leaving reality. You are just stepping into quiet space inside yourself, even when everything outside is loud. The next day, I went for a ride out early for sunrise at the temple in the hills above Rishikesh. As I headed out, it was still dark. I think it was like 5 in the morning. And as I was going, suddenly I crashed. It was pitch dark and as I was going up the mountain, right behind the turn, there was a hole in the road. I pressed the brakes, the front wheel got locked, the bike slid and I went down. Fast, I got up. I checked the bike, it was fine, just few scratches. I was fine, just a little bruise. I got on the bike and I went up the mountain to see the sunrise. And as I was waiting for the sunrise, I was thinking, this was not the first time that I had a minor accident on a motorbike like this. And even though I'm in rural India and it's 5 a.m. I thought like, yeah, this is okay, I'm fine, the bike is fine, the bike will get repaired, and it did in the end. Like, it took like 3 hours and like 10 euros in total, and I'm very grateful for how great the people are here, and that all was good in the end. And finally, the sun has risen. So I'm now in a beautiful Kunjapuri Temple, which has a beautiful sunrise. Like I went here, like I woke up like something after 4 a.m. I drove on my motorbike, and yeah, the sunrise here was beautiful. And this temple is dedicated to the goddess Shakti, and it is believed that when she fell, when she died, like the Lord Shiva was carrying her body through the universe, and it took long time, yeah. And the Lord Vishnu, supposedly to stop like the grieving of Lord Shiva, like put the body of Shakti into many pieces, and one of the pieces, the upper body, is believed that fell here exactly where the temple is. And the energy is here is very nice. The sunrise was beautiful. I put some offerings here, did a little meditation, and now I'm going back. And yeah, it's very cold. Well, good morning. And always like when somebody's in Bali and they don't go like practice yoga, they're already try. I'm very surprised. Like, yeah, so I almost like didn't go here when I'm in Rishikesh. So now is the morning and I'm going for the yoga class. So I hope it's gonna be good. Like, I didn't want to get up. So the yoga today was very nice. Like when I came there, like I felt that when I was seated in the stillness, like that my body was vibrating. I think it's like because the energy here in Rishikesh for me feels a little hectic. Yeah, like I felt it compared when I was in the in the cave. Yeah, for example, that I liked like much more. You know, when I came to the yoga today, it was very nice, and like the practice, it really helped me. But it was also like pretty intense exercise. Like I was doing like I was standing on my head that I never did before, and also like some postures where I had my knees and my legs like behind my ears and behind my head. So yeah, so that was pretty fun, and now I'm going to see a bit more of the city, and to buy some things because the things that they have here are very nice and very good quality. So, guy stopped me on the street and offered to clean my ears, which was like pretty questionable decision, I would say. Oops. And yeah, it was a scam. I didn't know, and I got scammed. But yeah, like it was nice, and he took out very like this disgusting stuff. So like I think I won't show it to you here, but my ears are now clean, and my hearing is good. So yeah, I survived. Like no hearing loss, so all good. The next day, I embarked for my trip to the Himalaya mountains. But hey, the trip deserves its own video, so if you want to see it, hit the follow and stay tuned for next week when the episode will come. As I came back, I reunited with my girlfriend, and we went to see some traditional music, and we slowly started to prepare for the night of Shivaratri. So I'm in Rishikesh, and today is the great night of Shiva, the Maha Shivaratri. And like I don't know so much about it, but I know that it's like a big celebration of of Shiva today, and a lot of people will be celebrating. And I'm in the region of Shiva, so like his presence here is very, very strong, and I think it's gonna be like a nice celebration. I have a friend joining me, so I'm taking you with me to explore like what this night means and like how does it go. Hello. Nice, and I'm here with my friend Vinay, and he came all the way from Hyderabad to spend the day with me here and to spend the Shivaratri here. So maybe he can tell us like something about the Shivaratri. Vinay, what it is the Shivaratri?
So it's the night of Shiva and Parvati who got married, and also they say like it is the day where you have to fast with good intentions, to attain moksha or anything in the life.
What does it mean, the moksha?
Moksha, it means afterlife, the peace afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe can you tell us like what is Shiva and what does it mean for you?
So Shiva is my guiding god, who is also my home god, which we believe. And whenever I feel anything is wrong in my life, I look at Shiva and ask him how can I do it correct, and then he guides me. Maybe he gives me some kind of answers which I don't understand, but after asking him, he gives me that. So he is my guiding god.
And how do you connect with him? How do you like invoke? How do you ask him for the guidance?
I just close my eyes and just think about my problem, and he helps me connect. That's all.
Nice, thanks. Well, you know how I told you that we are going to celebrate the Maha Shivaratri. So we went to a festival. It was a celebration of Shiva in the great night of Shiva, but unfortunately the quality of the event was not so good. Maybe I had different expectations, but yeah, I didn't even feel like recording, but it was kinda disappointing. So I'm very glad that we spent the day with my friend Vinay, that we met and that we had a nice time. And yeah, that's all for Rishikesh. So stay tuned for the part 2, which will be my journey to the Himalaya mountains, and it's coming next week. So see you.